Hi, and welcome to Cedar Mini. We are a mum and bub duo documenting our creative play and art journey together. We show you simple and budget-friendly ideas to foster yours and your child's imagination. Come and see what we're making today. On today's episode, Mama and Minnie make art using pouring paints. We will mainly be using the pouring paints from Kmart's Arts and Crafts line. For any viewers looking to test out Kmart Australia's brand of pouring paints, we will be reviewing the product as we create our artwork, so stick around and see how the paint fares on a couple materials. This channel is about Mama and Minnie making and trying out different art methods and techniques. So of course, Minnie had to have a go with this pouring and marbling paint activity. While this paint does wash off fairly easily, the Kmart brand paints do stain, so I don't like letting Minnie play with the paints as freely as I would when he uses the Crayola or other kid-friendly brands. I got Minnie to help me squeeze the paints into the cups, but I didn't realize how runny they were, so we had a bit of paint splatter on our table. Tip: having a squeeze bottle with a small opening might be beneficial in handling such fluid paints. After mixing the paints in the cup, Minnie helped pour it onto the paper. It is ideal to have a tray or some kind of container to collect the residual paint. I didn't put a lot of paint in Minnie's cup, so it didn't really go over the edges. Minnie loved these mini plastic cups and tried drinking out of them. He even attempted doing so with the paint in it. I initially thought of giving him the chance to use a straw to blow on the paint, but since he already tried drinking out of the cups, we might just skip the straw just in case he sips on it instead of blowing air. After our first try, I decided to create a makeshift paint mixture using Minnie's Crayola paints. I just added water and mixed it into a consistency similar to the pouring paint, and it wasn't too bad. Overall, this painting experience might serve Minnie better in a few months' time. He enjoyed watching me mix the paints in the cup and loved pouring it over the paper. For both Mama and Minnie's experiences, you will need the same materials. Disposable cups, these tiny ones are ideal for little hands. Pouring paints, optional marbling tool for your Minnie, a straw for Mama or the adult maker, optional masking tape, paper, canvas, or whatever material you'd like to pour paint on. Let's get started. So for my trial, I put some tape to create a border for my painting. But as you'll see toward the end of the video, I hardly touched those borders as I worked on spreading my paint around. For this part of my practice, I thought I'd forego the cup and just dot the paints around the page and use a straw to gently blow the paint around my paper. I've recently watched a video of an artist use a blow dryer to make their pouring paint portraits. Say that 30 times. Anyway, and I really love the effect it made on their work. I don't have a big canvas, so a straw is my blow dryer equivalent. For my other experiment, I decided to follow the instructions on the paint kit, which was basically to mix the paint in a cup, flip it onto your canvas, and gently tip your canvas from each corner to slowly spread the paint around. As you can see, both techniques resulted in somewhat different effects. The first one created more ripples, color-wise and texture-wise, while the cup method made for a smoother mix of colors and a flatter texture on the paper. Verdict: the Kmart brand of pouring paints, I'd say, is a great tester for this painting technique. It's not costly and fulfills the basic concept of paint pouring. You can purchase additional tools to help your painting process smoother, but I think we managed without them. The paints are vibrant, very fluid, and help you achieve that marbling effect with very little effort. In the next clip, I found some old coasters and decided to give them new life by pouring paint on them. Good way to test how the paint holds on other surfaces. I first started noticing this technique a few years back and have always wanted to try it. The painting technique normally results in a beautiful ombre and marbling effect, and it looked really easy to do. Most people use the paint on wood, furniture, as well as canvas, but today Minnie and I are just trying the method out, so aside from this coaster, most of our trials were on simple paper. Not exactly an ad, but just sharing some thoughts. I'm actually looking to purchase a Crayola washable paint pour kit, or the Faber-Castell brand, which actually costs less to ship where we are. Both are great for older kids, but I think Minnie, with some adult help and supervision, can still enjoy the kits. I'm more interested in the kid-friendly paint that they offer more than the tools themselves, really. Anyway, these are what resulted from our pouring paints experience. So far, we've enjoyed it, and I think Minnie can benefit from another experience in a few months' time when he's slightly much older and more experienced. I really love them. I think a fun and successful pouring paints trial. If you've made similar paintings or projects with your own paints or any of the ones we've mentioned in the video, we'd love to see them. Share and tag us on Instagram @CedarMini. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun with Cedar Mini. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and WordPress @CedarMini.